The essence of the show is to really celebrate exceptional women. It's about women who have tapped into their courage and persistence and chose to keep going in spite of all the hurdles, the obstacles. And I think that in order for you to do that, you need to have a very strong understanding of your purpose. And each and every woman featured on Against All Odds have been able to tap into their purpose and achieve phenomenal things as a result. So this show is really a celebration of those exceptional women, and also to inspire other women that, you know, it's not easy, but by you following your purpose and following your true calling that you believe is on your life, it's amazing the things that you can achieve. And these women have done just that.
Forbes Women Africa itself is such a strong platform for strong women, powerhouses, change makers, trailblazers, whatever you want to call them, across the continent. But to have that translated from a print format to a TV format with a much wider audience and a more discerning audience, I thought that was very important to have a TV show of this nature, simply because these are role models who will speak directly to an audience, and the idea is to just build or develop the next cadre of leadership on the continent.
This show is a celebration of the strength of a woman. I mean, all the women that we have on the show are fighters. They never give up, they never lay down and just succumb to all the pressures and the difficulties that they faced on their journey. It's really a showcase of real, true survivors. And that's what I find so exciting about the show.
We still have what we call the glass ceiling. I know it's extremely cliched. But then let's also talk about the women who've been ceiling crashers, the ones who've broken the so-called glass ceiling. And it's for the others it's even more difficult because they're treading on the so-called shattered glass pieces. But they're doing it, you know, they're walking, they're holding hands, they're giving each other the leg up, and they're doing it together. And because I think women are far more collaborative and ethical in nature, it's this collective action that you need. And on a continent like this, who else but the role models to tell them that we're there for you, you're not alone.
I think that's the most important aspect about the show. It's letting people know that you're not alone. You can overcome everything that you've been through as long as you don't give up. It's so easy to focus on how far you've got to go, but sometimes just being able to reflect and look back at how far you've come really empowers you to keep going, and these women's stories are testament to that.
Men have had a traditional head start over women in business. And I have to now dwell on what BC Forbes, the founder of Forbes worldwide, which is turning 100 years old incidentally this year, what he said was, when he first did the first cover of Forbes in the US, you know, one of the cover lines actually was a unique department, women in business. So he started that, 100 years ago. And what I'm trying to say essentially is that the successes are still so few. You look at this continent, the Forbes rich list that we're very proud of, that we publish every year, there are 21 or 22 billionaires, and there are only 2 female billionaires. Now, are you telling me that in a continent of 54 countries, there are only 2 female billionaires? Are you telling me that in a continent of 54 countries, there are only 2 female presidents? And we're going to lose one president this year because Liberia is going to elections in October, and President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is going to step down. So that leaves us with the distinguished lady in Mauritius, the female president. I find these numbers very startling in this day and age. I mean, we are a confident breed of young women. I mean, they're all coming out of colleges successful and confident in knowing what they want to do. But why are there very few successes? That's simply because of the way the society operates. We don't have enough women in boards. We don't have enough women in executive positions. And the few who have reached there have had to work twice as hard as the men. So, with a show like this, what we're trying to say is getting these women who have made it to tell the rest of the continent how they can make it too. And for me, it's just a tutorial, a TV tutorial from the greats to the others who yet to make it.